Now, another thing we have to talk about, guys, is with the good weather, with people going out and enjoying themselves in the outdoors, we need to tidy up after ourselves. It's okay, like, to put stuff in the bin, but when the bin is full, we need to bring it home. And welcome to the show, Maraha. Today we're going for two for the price of one. We're going to do the long slow run and back to fitness together in the one video. I was going to do back to fitness on its own earlier in the week, but just ran out of time. Life gets in the way, so it's just going to be easier to do the two of them into one today. They kind of intertwine in regards with my long slow run today. I did 10 miles again, same as last week, just slightly further. The thing that I've really noticed this week in the 10-mile run was it was so much easier. So on Thursday just gone, me and my training partner Brian McGuckin, we decided to do a 1 mile time trial. So when we did the mile, we jogged out. If any of you know Sandymounts, we jogged out the path to the first Martello Tower, and from there all the way back into the gate into Shawmore Park is exactly a mile. So we jogged out there, we ran back in, and Brian was ahead of me the whole way, about 10 meters ahead of me the whole way. And I had said to him on the way out, last 400 meters, give it a lash. So I looked at my watch and I saw 0.75 miles. I said, right, I'll give it a lash. And just as we got to the gate of Shawmore, I caught Brian and we ran. I think it was 5:57, 5:58 for the mile. Brian was doing it as part of the road relays, virtual road relays. And I said I'd do it with him instead of doing a session on Thursday. So that's one part of back to fitness. The other part would be parts. The other parts would be the sessions we've been doing. So our Coaching Crusaders, Kieran Deviney, gives out a session to the senior squad twice a week. So what we've been doing over the last 2 weeks, myself and Brian, is adapting it ever so slightly to suit the level of fitness that we are at the moment. So we did a Tuesday session where we did 800s. We did 4 800s off a 90-second static recovery, and then we did four. It was supposed to be 4 by 60 seconds, but the pitches that we train on, one length of it is about 300 meters. The two pitches lengthways, about 300 meters. So we said we'd run the 300 meters as the 60 seconds. As it turned out, it took us 60 seconds to do it, and you had 90 seconds recovery off of those. But you were supposed to run the 800s at, say, 5k pace, and then the 60 seconds at 3k pace. And we thought that after doing the 8s of 90 seconds that we could maybe do the shorter distance of a shorter recovery. But when we ran them harder, we realized no, we needed that 90 seconds, and really blew the cobwebs out of everywhere. I remember that evening sitting home and the heart was still da-dum. Body was in the background going, uh-oh, we have to build, reconstruct, just in case he goes and does this to us again, and that's how that kind of hard training works. So your body adapts to it, And then on the Thursdays, then we've been continue doing the tempos, mixing it up, but generally running at that kind of marathon effort pace and getting there slowly but surely. Then yesterday, Saturday the 24th, I went over to the pitches in Shawmore again to do a tempo session. I did 4 by 5 minutes and it was solid. It was around 640 pace, which isn't magnificent, but consider the conditions. There was a really, really strong wind down one side of the pitches, and the way the session was structured, I hit that section twice in the 5 minutes, whereas I only had the tailwind once. So I would have been running on average slightly faster, okay? The thing to look out for is the recoveries in between. That 2 minutes of jog recovery, you'll obviously get faster as time goes by with regards to doing the set. So every 5 minutes the pace, as weeks go by, that pace will get quicker. But what I really look out for is the pace in the 2-minute recovery, how that's progressing. So you might be building speed, but are you building stamina at the same time to be able to maintain that speed? Now, the really encouraging thing for me was that my 4 sets were more or less all identical in the pace I ran them in. And the 2 minute sections in between when I was doing jog recovery, they were pretty steady as well, which was really, heartening to see that after, say, I hit 5 minutes, and I wouldn't stop, but you'd only be shuffling maybe for 10 or 15 seconds, and I was kind of getting myself back pretty quickly to start jogging again, and that's a really good sign. Like, if your pace in your set is getting better, but your recoveries are getting easier and you're able to run faster on your recoveries. That's not that you're trying to run faster on your recoveries, but just because you are getting fitter and your stamina is improving, that you're running faster on your recoveries. That's really good to see. Like, when I allied that to my 10-mile run today, where I ran at my own ease, I wasn't constantly looking at my watch going, oh, I still have 5 miles to do, oh, I still have 3 miles to do. I finished it saying, if I had to run another mile or two, it would have been no problem at all. Whereas last week and the week before, it's like that struggle to get to the distance, get it done, this last 7 days have been corner turned, I think, in a really good positive direction. I don't know if you guys are watching my interview with Pádraig Ennis there during the week. Pádraig is now training with the Wilson group down in Laois, and he was telling me that the guy down there is telling him you need to stretch 3 times a day. Now, I'm not at Pádraig's level. Pádraig is like heading for a 2:30 marathon or but look, stretching is good. Keeping yourself flexible is good, especially when you get into your mid-40s. Like, you need to be as supple as you can be, guys, because giving the body every little help to bounce back from hard training is good. Don't neglect your maintenance. Another thing I've been doing as well in the last couple of weeks is I had gotten some slam balls, and after my slow runs, when I come back, I'll go into the garden and maybe do 10-15 minutes of work with the slam balls, and please God, hopefully the pools will open soon and I'll be able to get back in and start swimming again. I find that really helps with my stamina, the kind of sessions I do in the swimming pool, working hard, not on your feet. That's really good for the body too. Yeah, everything is really positive, really going in the right direction. For me personally, I hope it is for you too. I hope you had a really nice, enjoyable, long, slow run today. And you're nice and safe, and fingers crossed, there's more racing on the way. We saw today in Cheshire over in the UK, we had some superb performances from the ladies. Very unfortunate for Anne-Marie McGlynn, missed out on the Olympic qualifying time by 5 seconds, but Aoife Cook absolutely smashed it, running a huge PB, a minute inside the time. Absolutely fantastic performance. I think Aoife is 34, perfect age to be peaking at the marathon. Still has speed in the legs and huge stamina. Unfortunately for the men, as far as I know, McCloskey pulled out due to injury. I got a message from a friend of the channel, Sean Hare, to tell me that he got into difficulty a good way out from the finish, and he was just happy to be able to be there and to do it and what have you, so that was tough on Sean. Hopefully he'll get another crack at it. He's looking to qualify, I think it is, for the Europeans. That's his target. Hopefully he'll get another crack at it. He has it in him to do it. Best luck with that, Sean. Yeah, that's about size. And as well as that, I'd really like to welcome all the new subscribers. When it comes to subscribing, guys, if you're watching the videos and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Because what it does, when you subscribe and when you like the videos, if you like and subscribe, it shows YouTube that people like what they're seeing, and YouTube will show the videos or recommend them to more people, to different people. So that will help to get out the good information that we're trying to share here on the channel, especially with the long run interviews, where we're getting the thoughts of, say, high-end, mid-range, and say park runners, everyone's kind of, from everyone's aspect, from everyone's view, we're trying to get across here on the channel. So thanks very much for tuning in, guys, and take care and be safe, and we'll see you soon.